back and ready to wrap up the fastest hour in radio. It's the Ron and Fez Show. The epic Troy with Brad Pitt opens today. Now, do you think this is going to be like a legitimate Oscar contender like Gladiator, or is it just going to be mythological fun like Clash of the Titans?
I really didn't think the Gladiator should have even got an Oscar. So I don't know what they give anymore. I don't even remember Clash of the Titans. That was the one from the 80s?
The 80s one where they had Medusa and her snake head, and there was a lot of claymation in it.
Yeah, that one bombed and lost a lot of money, so I hope for their sake it's not like that.
This, maybe it's just because Orlando Bloom is in this, but it really looks like an earlier Lord of the Rings. You know, you have those big fight scenes with, the two armies coming at each other. I don't know if this is going to be any good or not.
Neither do I.
I'll probably still check it out, though. In Touch magazine is reporting that Michael Jackson wants his sister Janet to have her wedding at the Neverland Ranch. Would this be considered a romantic spot?
The Neverland Ranch? Yeah, I think it'll be great, and I think that there should be 52 ring bearers there, and they all just come out, and they're all wearing G-strings, and they're having a great time.
Michael's going to, help with the bachelor party where there's a kid, in a Cub Scout uniform jumping out of a cake.
He's going to have a kid jump out of a cupcake. He's going to be that small, he can leap from a cupcake. Kentucky winner, undefeated Smarty Jones, is the 8-5 winner for tomorrow's Preakness. Fez, let's get your radio psychic.
Radio psychic.
Is Smarty going to pick up the Preakness?
No, I think Smarty Jones' undefeated streak comes to an end. Every year I get excited about some horse. Can they win the Triple Crown? And I get let down every year.
But you're never let down at the Preakness. They always pick up the first two legs of the Triple Crown. They get all the press because no one pays attention until you've got the first two. And it seems like for some reason those two go together fine. Get us excited, and then they finish 8th.
I'm just letting my disappointment sink in early. I think Smarty Jones pulls up lame or something tomorrow. Olive Osmond, the mother of the Osmond brothers, she died over the past weekend.
Oh, I didn't know she was sick.
Yeah, she was 79 years old.
I remember her when she used to be on Popeye.
Oh, no, that's Olive Oil.
Then I don't know her.
Skinny woman?
No, I know Olive Oil.
Who raised the wackier family, Mrs. Osmond or Mrs. Jackson?
I'll say the Osmond lady did because it's her fault she raised them Mormon. So no wonder they got wacky. And nobody was around when the daughter got molested. Everybody's making cash, and yet somehow you let your daughter get molested.
There is still something going on because Marie Osmond will just take off like a rabbit at the drop of a hat and leave the family behind. Next thing you know, she'll just be driving around like Anne Heche. But those Jacksons, I think the Jacksons are the wackier family.
Not Randy.
Randy is the liaison between Michael and the rest of the siblings. He's the only one that can take a phone message, obviously. But between LaToya and Michael, I think that's enough craziness alone.
What about Stonewall Jackson?
I didn't know that was in the same family.
He was a hero. He was a hero.
The Passion of the Christ, Mel Gibson's film about the last 12 hours of Jesus, will be available on DVD on August 31st.
You know, the only one that I want to see is about the first 12 hours of Jesus, back when he was nice and happy and everything when the animals were talking. I think Eddie Murphy should play the donkey in that.
A lot of that 12 hours will probably be labor.
No, it would be the first 12 hours of Jesus, not the last 12 hours before Jesus was born.
Where the shepherds show up finally, just to see the big star. Is this going to be our Oscar winner, this Passion of the Christ?
No, it got terrible reviews, and for some reason, people feel like whoever gave it a bad review is against Jesus. You know, I like baseball, but Angels in the Outfield was a terrible film. It doesn't mean that I don't like baseball. I just didn't like Angels in the Outfield.
Thumbs down to Jesus. It makes me wonder because we were kind of at this spot last year with the Oscar race where it's like, gee, what is there? and people started talking about Lord of the Rings, and I'm thinking, no, that can't possibly be it. And then Seabiscuit was the only thing that was even talked about for an Oscar buzz.
Because real Oscar films don't come out until November. It's the last month and a half of the year that all the serious adult films comes out. This is the time of the year for kids. Normally, anything that was released before the summer is just something that you're trying to dump. This was kind of an independent film. He did okay with it. He may get a nomination, but I'm kind of doubting it. And he definitely won't win for Passion of the Christ.
When the DVD comes out, this is nice. It'll have English and Spanish subtitles. So that's part of the special features on it.
Every DVD that comes out has that.
Oh. Jane Fonda says shooting a movie is a lot like sex. How to do it just comes right back. What does she mean by that?
I don't know. Most people don't go 12 years in between sex. I don't think that a guy who hasn't gotten laid in a while is going to spend his time going, what am I doing? I can't remember. Where does it go?
She's shooting some movie with J-Lo right now. So that's the team. That's who she's using as part of her comeback.
Yeah, sure. Well, it's about It's the movie version of J-Lo's new perfume line. I think it's going to be terrific.
And Jane Fonda, I don't know what character she's playing, but she just looks like regular Jane Fonda. She doesn't look like a character to me. She just looks like Jane Fonda has shown up in a movie. I think it's been so long since she's done anything, she just kind of stands out.
Well, she never was like Meryl Streep, where she went out and played accents. She pretty much played Jane Fonda in every film, just like John Wayne always played John Wayne. You never seen John Wayne come in, hello, everyone, it's me. No, he was always John Wayne. Jane Fonda's the same way.
Andre 3000, one half of Outkast, is developing a potential series project with Cartoon Network.
Yeah. Every rock star wants to do a cartoon now. Everybody in the business, they want their own shoe line. They want their own cartoon. Anything that just keeps the money rolling in. It's not like they like doing cartoons or love cartoons. They know that it's easier than acting to go in and do some voiceover work and call it Little Rosie.
It's like the children's books. Everyone just wants to slap together a story about a dog or a roast beef or a puppy or something and just put their name on the children's book, and then that way they're also considered an author as well as an entertainer.
No, I don't really think they want to be authors or known as cartoonists. They just want cash. If you could give them cash to stay home, they'd do it first.
Don Johnson is being sued by a Colorado supermarket because he hasn't paid his $5,400 grocery bill.
What year is this that you're allowed to run up a grocery bill to $5,400? What? I never in my life has Giant ever put me on the tab. Oh, you've got me, right? I get paid next Thursday. Who is he, Wimpy? What the hell's going on here where he can run up a food bill?
He's got $5,400 worth of steaks that he owes a Colorado grocery store.
He's good for it. He's going through some rough times. The guy's not even wearing socks now.
At age 54, self out.
He's had 2 hit series. I don't understand how he doesn't have anything but cash. He's got about 10 years of solid TV checks. I can't understand why he doesn't have money.
So Don Johnson, he's going to lose his ranch in Colorado, and he's had to file for bankruptcy. I don't know where it all goes.
He gets another TV series. And then everything's forgotten about. All he needs is one more series.
That's it for the fastest hour in radio. We're Ron and Fez. A couple of happy birthdays before we go. George Lucas is 60 and was born a long, long time ago. And Milli Vanilli's Fabrice Morvan is 38. And we'll have someone lip-syncing happy birthday. We're Ron and Fez. We'll be back later right here on WJFK.